People in the military were regularly refused to ask catechumens because they were in the military, unless they took an oath not to kill.
Are you sure? Are you sure that the early church turned Christian soldiers away? Whatever you do, do not read Luke 3:14 followed up by Luke 7:29, because you will find that the soldiers who came to speak with John the forerunner, according to Luke 7, were baptized. And if you take Mark's account of the baptism of Jesus as one cohesive unit with the other Gospels, the Synoptics, Jesus was baptized beside soldiers. Whatever you do, don't read that. And also don't read anything about Captain Marvel in Matthew 8, Luke 7, and John 4, otherwise known as the centurion of great faith. He clearly was not turned away. In fact, Jesus said he had greater faith than all of Israel. And he is modeled on Naaman the Syrian, in the Syrian commander in 2 Kings 5, the only place where you see baptizo in the Septuagint. He needs healing, just like Captain Marvel does. Cornelius in Acts 10 and 11, the first Gentile eligible for circumcision, unlike the eunuch with Philip, eligible for circumcision, is baptized with him and his whole family into the faith. And there's a question whether or not, if he was a veteran, meaning he's in a new unit and is no longer a part of the Augustan or the Italian cohort, or if he is just out completely and he is settled in Caesarea Maritima. Don't read Acts 13, Sergius Paulus, the commander of Roman forces on the island of Cyprus. Don't read Acts 16, the jailer who I call Des of Philippi, who also, like Cornelius, was baptized with his whole family and who never left military service. He would have been a legionary because Philippi was a military town, a veteran colony, and they wouldn't have trusted a political prisoner like Paul with just regular slave prison guards or wardens. And then finally, definitely don't read Acts 27, where Paul himself shares something very much like a communion meal with Julius, the sailor. I mean, soldiers were sailors, unlike now, sailors are not soldiers. But anyway, Julius, Des, Sergius Paulus, Cornelius, Captain Marvel, what I call the rakes of Luke 3 and Luke 7. Whatever you do, don't read that. Keep reading Tertullian and Origen and all the pacifist, whatever milieu that suggests that the early church was just like them. Just don't read scripture, because you might be let down if you think that soldiers are getting turned away from the gospel.